And you are the 1%. You really are the 1%. $200,000 in a year Rachel Notley gave you. So we're at the Varsity Community Association All Candidates Forum for Calgary Varsity, where Communist NDP candidate Anne McGrath will be showing up here shortly. I've been handing out signs, our Stop Notley signs, to rebels who showed up. We ran out, actually, over 350 gone within an hour. I think most campaigns would be amazed if they were able to actually have that kind of grassroots traction in just a small community like Varsity. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to film the debate. I'm going to film what Anne McGrath says, and I'm going to ask her a few questions. I'm going to see if she regrets being a communist. I'm going to see if she regrets calling the secret police on a reporter. And I'm going to see what the everyday Calgary Varsity resident thinks about having a communist candidate running for the NDP. And you are the 1%. You really are the 1%. $200,000 in a year Rachel Notley gave you. Do you feel like you should redistribute that to the proletariat?
I want to acknowledge also something that's come up about my youth, and I want to assure you that I am not a communist. 4 decades ago, when I was a young student, I was a member, and I deeply regret that. It was a mistake, and I'm very sorry. I will say that both Jason Kenney and the Communist Party agree and have publicly stated that I am definitely not a communist.
And do you think that the residents of Calgary Varsity accept your apology? Anne, do you think that the residents of Calgary Varsity accept your apology? Well, we made some progress today. I frankly can't believe it that Anne McGrath actually apologized for running as a communist candidate. I don't think that she would have been driven to apologize if it wasn't for the rebels' coverage on her. I don't also think that the residents of Calgary Varsity are ready to accept that apology. It remains to be seen. I'm going to go chat with some folks here to see what their take is on this forum and see if they are ready to forgive Anne McGrath. Do you accept Anne McGrath's apology? She said she was sorry for being a communist. Do you take...
Of course. If any of us are reliable for everything we've said since we were young, that this world's in a sad place. I'm sorry. There's no way that people can't learn and correct their behavior.
So are you frustrated with the NDP campaign for attacking Jason Kenney's campaign on things that he believed 30, 40 years ago?
If you want to talk about attack, you look at Jason Kenney's performance on that public debate. He was absolutely disgusting.
Well, I'm just interested to see if you forgive Jason Kenney for what he believes.
I do not forgive Jason Kenney because he doesn't deserve to be forgiven.
But a communist does.
I don't care. No, communist. Anne McGrath is not a communist.
She ran as a communist in 1984, yes. And she just apologized for that. Do you forgive her?
Yes, because she said she is no longer a communist and she's seen the error of her ways and she is now going.
Jason Kenney has said that he doesn't support anti-abortion laws. He said that he doesn't support revoking gay marriage. So why is there this double standard for you?
The double standard is on his part. You look at what Copping said tonight and so on, and they contradicted what Jason Kenney said on his debate.
And what did he say?
He was talking, you're getting me into the detail at this point. This interview's over. I think the UCP is a pile of crap.
Do you forgive Anne McGrath? She said she was sorry for being a communist. Do you think that we can trust her?
No, I won't. I would never forgive this part because she will be always in deep her heart. I would never believe that because that's her passion. It's just that the circumstance is not allowed that to be publicly, appealed, so she just hide away.
Do you think that, well, you were telling me earlier that you came here from China.
Yes.
What's the danger of communism? Why is this something that people here in Canada should be concerned with?
Communist and the socialism has been proven. It's a damage to the world, to human being as a whole. You see how Soviet Union collapsed, how West Germany was united again with East Germany, right? So it's never going to work. And if you look around the whole world, who is going for that? Korean, Cuba, right? Mm-hmm. So these are all the government behind the curtain.
Do you think that maybe Canadians are taking for granted communism and maybe they don't recognize exactly how dangerous it is?
I don't think they recognize it. They don't even know it. They don't even know it because on the surface, when NDP say, okay, provide with free education, right, free health care, it sounds all very rosy. But in reality, how can you pay it? When I was brought up by my parents, I believe everything you have to work to earn it. It's not a free gift to you.
Nice to be on Rebel Media.
The dignity is coming from work. It's not people give you as a gift. No, it's not. You see those people.
I know, it's frustrating. They take for granted what we have here in Canada.
They don't even understand socialism, but they are rooting for socialism. That's the biggest, saddest thing. They don't realize the danger of socialism. If they read about the book 1984, George Orwell, that would tell them what's exactly the socialism is.
Anne McGrath apologized today. Do you accept that apology?
Well, I don't think it's my issue to accept or reject an apology. What I think and what I was disappointed by is that the forum, the democratic forum that was set up today, didn't allow for the real question to be asked. And the real question to be asked is this: if we are to forgive Anne McGrath for something that she now says publicly is inappropriate, for her to have been a communist Marxist who ran an election and apparently got 200 some odd votes, does that now mean that anybody who has done something which is inappropriate in their past, and there are many candidates who have been alleged to have done things in the past, should they also be forgiven?
I think there's a bit of a double standard, and I just chatted with a gentleman who didn't want to extend that idea of forgiveness to Jason Kenney, and he couldn't really tell me why. Do you know why there's this double standard between Anne McGrath and Jason Kenney?
Again, it's not my place to speak for other people, but what I can say is more from a Christian perspective, and I'm not portraying myself as a Christian, but isn't it the idea if someone asks for forgiveness that you forgive them?
And there you have it. Some folks are happy with Anne. Some folks are rather displeased with her still. It remains to be seen until April 16th if the residents of Calgary Varsity are ready to accept a communist representing them in Edmonton, a once communist candidate representing them in Edmonton. I have a feeling that they're going to say no, but really Calgary Varsity is a very, very close riding. It was within a few percent in the last election, and this election, I imagine, is going to be very close as well. For the Rebel.media, I'm Keean Bexte. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed our on-the-ground coverage here today. If you did enjoy our coverage, please be sure to like and subscribe to us here on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook. You know the drill. Thanks.